Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Boss Rush Podcast, a great place to play games and be better. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Deering, and alongside me is a full house of crazy kids. Joining me, as always, is that retro code Eddie B.
Play with power to power your dreams with maximum power. I am the power.
Mute.
Bye, hi, everybody.
Wow. Also joining us, PC Muscle Race, LeRon Dawkins.
Hey guys, how's it going?
The wise Wisconsinite, Mr. Jesse Douglas.
Yo.
The man who stole my hat look, Dan Murphy.
What an intro. Thank you for having me, everybody.
You're welcome. And also, Justin Bieber's crazy barbecue loving cousin, Logan Corkins.
Now, do you get offended, because Josh got offended, in an intro for the Boss Rush Network like teaser we do on LAN Party, I call Tower Casuals to say you guys are still in your 30s and you love playing with wizards. Does that offend you? It offended Josh.
I mean, it offends me because I'm a Titan. Nobody likes the Warlocks, so.
Okay.
Damn. You know what?
As an overall statement, it doesn't, but as a Titan main in Destiny, it offends
Josh
me.
is bad because he's not even 30, and I say they may be in their 30s.
I mean,
yeah. See, now I'm in my 30s and I like wizards. So.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the episode number. So. Because we just hit episode 30. So.
No.
Yeah, move on because I'm a little offended by that statement.
No.
And everybody knows how old I am.
40s, who cares?
I mean,
I don't get offended by that kind of stuff.
I mean, you're in your 40s and you're still caressing Spock's face over there while you're hunting monsters.
Wow.
So.
Well, I wonder what it feels like to feel no pain.
Wow.
So Rod's
I'm gonna need a minute.
Wow.
Also, by the way, everybody who voted on our Twitter poll that LeRon shirt would have sleeves today, you win.
You won.
You
Did
win.
anybody vote for that though?
Well, let's find out. Let's.
That's fair. That's fair.
That'd be shocking if anybody actually thought that was going to happen.
Where's the thing at? Where's the poll?
I said before he did it that LeRon would have a short sleeve shirt on.
But guess what? You didn't vote in the poll, so guess what?
Hey, I made the prediction, so I was right.
He was too busy
creating
that
he
second.
was too busy
Twitter.
looking for thirst traps. That's what it was.
No, it was not. Well,
Half of my Twitter feed is just Ed's thirst traps that he's like.
that he likes and retweets.
Yeah.
well,
All these
so,
naked
Here.
guys that are talking about.
All right, here it is. 0% said yes. LeRon's shirt will have sleeves.
Now, how many
60,
votes though? That's the real
60. Well, so this went up 2 hours ago. Okay, so 11 votes, whatever.
Ed, how many of them are yours?
It says 0 yes, 63% no, 18% said yes, but short and tight. So those people win because they're short.
Those people won because I can barely get the fingers into this.
I thought
That just means your biceps aren't big enough.
I thought you were gonna say yes, but he'll rip them off.
And
No, I tried not to get shirts that tight.
18% just said, "What's the point?" So
That's fair.
I mean,
one day he's just gonna do the Hulkamania on.
wow.
I mean, I like a good medium like the next guy, but I don't get too excessive.
I wish medium was the size down for me, right? Like, I really wish that was the next option.
I normally have to go to large because I know when I wash it, it's going to shrink to a medium. So I always go large for t-shirts.
Man, what a great show. Dan, aren't you glad you showed up today for this just great time?
Absolutely. Here we go. Let's talk about LeRon's sleeves for another 2 hours. This is going to be great.
Oh, wow.
Man. All right, I'm going to get through this housekeeping because we're kind of, I'm playing with the format of the show since we're kind of looking at things for the future of Boss Rush, but we're going to change it up a little bit. If anybody listens to, shows like IGN Game Scoop, we're going to kind of incorporate that kind of formula in here. I've got some surprises over the next couple weeks before I actually take a hiatus, because, what a great way to start new things when, 3 weeks from now you're going to have a second child here. So we're going to have a couple topics of news things that happen through the week. I have a segment starting next week of, the first week of every month on this show. We're going to go, what happened this month in gaming, and we'll pick a random year and we'll just go through like an old magazine or something. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. And we're going to play some video game 20 questions at the end. It's going to be a good time. So this is the Boss Rush Podcast, the flagship show of the Boss Rush Network. Each and every week we get together with our friends from around the internet to talk about games and everything we love about them. You can find the show on podcast services including Apple Podcasts and Spotify, YouTube, and our website every Monday morning. If you like the show, remember to hit that subscribe button and please rate and review us on whatever service you listen to us on. Check out our entire family of shows on bossrushgames.com. That list is growing, gentlemen. It's a great time. We've got Crossroads, the PlayStation podcast, headed up by LeRon. Nintendo Pow Block, headed by Ed and Dan and David Lasby. And, I made an appearance last week. It was fun. Jesse, taking control of Arsenal X. Great revamp of that show, by the way, Jesse. Loved it. Loved it.
Thank you.
Logan, doing Boss Rush Entertainment stuff. Land Party, Rope Talk, Trash Talk, all these things. I know Trash Talk's the season is over, but
it's on hiatus.
Still.
I still managed to get one more episode about Mahomes in there.
I know. Just maybe you should just start a Mahomes show. You just talk about everything.
I would get the cease and desist. They already told me no.
Wow.
Coming.
Yeah. Do you know how fast he gets
That's actually
down?
called a restraining order.
Yeah.
Tower Casuals, our Destiny podcast, standard definition. Hunters for Hire is coming soon.
Yes.
By the way, I have some pretty cool assets, LeRon, that I'm working on. I'll send them to you.
Oh, buddy.
Sometime this week. I'm not going to give you a date because every time I say, I'm going to get you this by this time, it just...
I've never done that to you. When you're like, hey, I'll get to see you by Thursday, and it's like Tuesday of the next week. I've never been like, hey, man, what happened to Thursday?
Nobody ever does that, but some like the new network,
it's me.
the second class of Logan does that, but the second class of the Boss Rush Network initiative, I've been trying to get those pages up on the website for them, and it's just I'm behind. I'm behind. It just happens.
Hey, if it helps, I can finally access all the BRE stuff.
Hey, that's good. Good news.
Happy about that.
Good.
Yay.
Good. But anyways, we're gonna shorten this segment up, right? What we've been playing, right? I want to know what everybody's been playing, but we're gonna keep it tight, right? Tight, like LeRon's sleeves over here. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, you know what, Dan? You're never on the show. We're gonna go your way first. What are you playing on that? Probably Switch, I'm assuming.
Yeah, just the Switch. I actually haven't been able to really play in the last couple weeks, but I started Bravely Default 2 yesterday. Ooh. And man, that game is so much fun. It's like it just has the feel of the old Final Fantasy games with the job class system, with the way the battle system works. Side quests are great. I only just got through the prologue, so I'm still really early into it. But yeah, aside from that, maybe a little bit of Mario 3D World, but that's all I'm playing.
Mario 3D World is great, by the way.
Yeah, it's like fantastic.
This week was Iron Banner and Destiny, and I've been trying to play some of that, but I'm really addicted to Mario 3D World that it's just like I can't stop playing it. So,
who's your main in that?
Mario. I don't play as anybody else. Come on.
Oh, wow.
I don't.
I like the speed of Toad.
It's not called Super Toad's 3D World, okay? It's called Mario 3D World, okay?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. Although Toad is pretty fast for those like those short levels that are only 100 seconds and you need to fly through there. It's nice. It's nice to have that. But I've only been playing as Mario. But I've also been playing a lot of Destiny. Did the Dead Man's Tale quest line, which is pretty good. I haven't done the prestige mode on it, but that scout rifle is a nasty number. Let me tell you, it's awesome. It's cool. But that's all I've been playing, so I guess I went second. Ed, what are you playing? We'll get that out of the way. Everybody go pee now. Everybody take your break, make your lunch.
No, it's not much. Shout out to Tomb Raider. I'm just doing collectibles. I'm close to the end on that on PS4.
Great game, by the way.
Yeah. I'm going to be starting Iconoclast in a few. But I started up Gree again on my Switch, and man, like that game is just still beautiful. I got some things in the work, so hopefully that it comes out into play. But that's pretty much.
That game?
Yeah, I believe when it first came out.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just curious if it was a catch up game or if it was just a replay.
Right now it's a replay. It's like only about 3 hours in total. Play it straight. I'm trying to do the collectibles this time because I always keep missing one collectible to get 100%. But I'll probably do that on display. But yeah, it's such a beautiful game.
I want art prints of those screenshots that I took in that game. By the way,
so yeah,
it's awesome. That game is amazing. Logan, what are you up to?
We've been playing MLB The Show like crazy. Getting
on
ready
stream.
for
I saw
on
that.
stream too. Yeah, I've been streaming a lot. And almost every game has come down to the 9th inning, so I'm pretty happy with that. Because we've had some good views. Getting ready for MLB The Show 21. Can't wait to play that. And then I've been beta testing a game. Can't talk about it officially yet. I still got an embargo for like another 2 weeks, and then we can talk about it. And then a lot of GTA 5 again. Back on that GTA kick.
Yeah, how's that going for you?
It's been fun. So we've been playing the mini modes. So like we've been playing Deadline, which is like Tron. And then we've been playing there's this other one. There's this other one where like you take a car down a ramp and then you open a parachute and you have to hit a target and like you get the best of 5 runs. And it's really, really fun to play. Some of the levels are stupidly challenging. So there's so much to do in GTA though.
That game just it just keeps going. Just keeps going.
I mean, we played sumo the other night for like 3 hours. Me and my gaming buddies. We just played the sumo games for 2 or 3 hours. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to go back into that one of these days. Because I own it. I've literally, I think the last time that I checked out the online was before they added like the heists or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the heists are super fun. All the businesses are crazy cool. I think I own everything but a bunker right now. But like I've got a submarine in the game. It's a lot of fun.
Nice. They added submarines. That's awesome.
They added submarines for the latest heist, and I bought it. I haven't done the heist yet. I need to do that.
Man, my biggest thing when like to take away from GTA when Red Dead came out, I wanted them to have like train heists on their online mode. Like that was like the big thing. I was like, man, if they did something cool. What?
I mean, they had the gun missions that you could do that you could actually earn guns for Red Dead Redemption too.
Oh, really?
In
GTA, you mean?
Yeah, in GTA, like if you do, Lester had set up a whole new set of missions right at about the same time that Red Dead was coming out. That if you beat like all 3 of them, you got one was a gold-coated pistol that had a fire rate that was insane for Red Dead. Like it was the highest tier fire rate that you could get without spending like 250 pieces of gold, which is just a stupid amount in that game. Or you also got a shotgun that was amazing for hunting.
Nice. I didn't play Red Dead 2.
Oh, dude, you have to. Arthur Morgan's story, unbelievable.
That's what
It's okay.
So good. It's so good.
So good.
Anyways, Jesse, what are you playing? What's in your Xbox? What are you shooting up, playing, getting down with?
Actually, I've been continuing to play Horizon Zero Dawn on my new laptop. So
how
I've
you
been
enjoying that
a lot.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
I love that game. I mean, I played it, a little bit a while back. My friend Pat brought his PlayStation 4 over, a couple of years ago now or whatever, and I had kind of played it a little bit and mostly watched him play it, and I was really into it and everything. And so yeah, it's kind of always been a game that I wanted to play. And so yeah, now that I have a gaming PC that I can actually play games on, I'm like, you know what? That's on Windows now and stuff, or Steam or whatever. And so I'm like, I might as well pick that up. And so that basically, other than the free games that I've got through like Amazon and stuff, that's the first real game that I purchased on my PC, on my laptop. So yeah, I've been playing that, and I love like what I've done, and I'm not sure how much this kind of stuff happens. I'm hoping more of it happens, but I really like when you go into like the caverns and things underground and find like the old tech and more things like that. I honestly, like, if they were to make this just a straight up more like a Tomb Raider, where you're going underground and you're learning about all this different ancient like mechanic lore and stuff more often, I think I would absolutely love that.
Where are you at in the story? Where are you at in the story?
I just met stopped some guys who were bringing these like scorpion like robots back to life, and then I had to take that camp out, and then I just basically finished that part.
Okay, yeah,
I'm not super far.
Yeah, you're fairly early into the game. So
okay.
Those are fun though. Once you figure out how to beat those things consistently, it makes the game so much easier.
Yeah. Well, I figured out that they're very, very like they have a very, very big weakness to the being frozen and stuff. So like, because I was using those like that launcher that shoots like the freezing bombs or whatever.
Yeah.
And then do that, and then that was what helped me beat them pretty quickly. But I still need to get a lot of materials to upgrade my pouches and stuff for those kind of things, because I think I can only hold like 6 right now, which is just enough really to take out like 1.
Yeah, there's about to do a lot of grinding.
Use your rope caster on those things. Like tie those suckers down. And, and then just blitz them.
Yeah, I did that too a little bit. Because I only died once against them, but I was just kind of trying everything out against them just to see what worked the best, and like what made them weaker and things like that. Because like I know like when you go up against the things that are corrupted or whatever, that fire does more damage against the corrupted or whatever. You kind of learn that in the beginning. But like some of these newer machines that I hadn't gone against, I'm like just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks, kind of thing. So so yeah, I really enjoy that game a lot, and I knew I would, like, because I like out of all of PlayStation's kind of things, that one has always appealed to me, from the very beginning.
It's a great game.
I just wish Until Dawn would come to PC so I could play that right now.
I mean, it probably will, right? That seems like one that's kind of like a shoe-in for the PC initiative that PlayStation seems to be going through now, right? Like that seems like an easy one.
Honestly, I'm all for. I'm willing to give them money for their. Yeah.
What'd you say, Dan?
I said it seems like they're doing a lot of year exclusives with everything before it comes to PC.
Yeah.
So PC or like Final Fantasy. We still haven't gotten anything about Final Fantasy VII remake on other consoles and stuff yet.
Yeah. You probably won't hear anything about. You probably won't hear anything about that until they're ready to announce episode 2.
I mean, I think they'll probably say something sometime this summer after the PS5 upgrade comes out, right? Because when's that upgrade coming out?
June, I believe.
Yeah, it'll be somewhere around there.
Oh, by the way, quick thing, because I know a lot of people are excited.
July 10th.
Okay, a lot of people are excited. If you do not have an actual copy of Final Fantasy 4, I mean 7, I'm sorry. If you don't have a copy of Final Fantasy 7, the free edition for PS4's PlayStation Plus, you will not get access to the content nor the upgrades.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So just do yourself a favor, because the game is on sale in certain places. Like a physical copy of the game is on sale in certain places. Just do yourself a favor. Go buy yourself a copy of the game.
If you have a PS5 and you want the upgrades and the whatevers, just buy it, because you're not
because the free one we're getting next month on PlayStation Plus is not eligible for any of those updates.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, is the upgrade, if you already have the physical one, when the DLC drops, because it's only for PS5. I wonder, would you still be able to get it, like using your PS4 disc to get the PS5 DLC?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
the data installs onto your hard drive to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know if they made that part clear for anybody.
Yeah. So, LeRon, what are you playing?
I didn't play a lot of games this past week. It's been a busy week for me with a whole bunch of stuff. As you guys know, we just wrapped the Q&A with Nick Apostolides.
Great episode. Great episode,
thanks.
By the way.
Awesome.
Yes.
I listened to the whole thing I had to listen to it like 3 times, but it was still a great episode. It was awesome.
By the way, here's something for you. Just because I didn't divulge this to anybody until after I knew it was good to go. Do you know I accidentally did not record that episode?
What? Oh no.
It was only live on Twitch.
Yeah, it was live on Twitch. Usually what happens is in my run up, when my little countdown timer for the stream to start.
Mm-hmm.
Usually what I do is I pause or I pause the recording, so it doesn't get that 5-10 minute countdown sometimes. And then as soon as we're actually like live and actually showing content, then I resume the record. Well, let's just say, because you guys probably saw, I was a little geeked out at the beginning. Like I was so geeked out that
I could tell.
Check the production.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So after we wrapped, I was sitting there, and Austin and Nelly and I, we were talking, and I was looking, and I was like, okay, how come OBS hasn't said it's remuxing the recording? And I looked, and I was like, oh no, it never recorded. But don't worry.
That's the one good thing about streaming is you've got that backup.
Yes, thank God. Nelly's in the chat. Don't put me in it. But you know what? Wonderful. A big shout out to Nelly. Like, Nelly is the reason why we were able to get to get Nick Apostolides onto the show that night.
She's like the secret weapon of this whole operation. She's like, yeah, I know people. I know people. I know people with people.
She's the MVP, no doubt. But yeah, so basically last week was a big week, with work and of course the boss rush stuff and stuff like that. So I really didn't have any time to play any actual games. I did take a moment to actually watch the Monster Hunter movie, which I enjoyed it, but apparently when I talk to everybody else, like, it's the world's most hated movie. So I'm just gonna keep my opinions to myself and move on.
Isn't that every movie? Like, okay, I know I can feel everybody's eyes roll as I'm thinking this, okay? But the Assassin's Creed movie, I actually enjoyed watching it.
I never saw that. I never saw it.
I liked it.
I told LeRon that I want to buy the 4K version of Monster Hunter. I want to see it.
Oh yeah, I definitely recommend watching it in 4K HDR if you're capable of doing that. But if not, just go ahead and watch it anyway. It's an enjoyable movie. Like, I'm a Monster Hunter fan, so my overall, I gave the movie a B+. There are some things that they're kind of like, like WTF, but it's more on a movie going aspect and not so much on what's going on in the actual movie itself, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. But like the story was very, very sensible. It wasn't anything like ridiculous or crazy and stuff like that. Mm. And honestly, some of the stuff that happened in the movie actually made me spin headcanon for some of the stuff that happened in the game. For example, like Geralt of Rivia was in Monster Hunter World. It was an event quest. You played as the Witcher for a handful of missions. Also, we had Bahamut from Final Fantasy 14 invade Monster Hunter World. some of the stuff that happened in the movie basically gave me the headcanon to figure out like why all this stuff was happening in the game, and I thought that was cool. So if anything, it helped me use my imagination to piece some things together, but also the actual production talent behind the executive producer and the games director for Monster Hunter World actually were there with the production crew. So Paul W.S. Anderson, Mila Jovovich, Tony Jaa, and all that stuff. They were actually there to help supervise this movie. So that's why when you look at like if anything, big takeaway, like the animal and the monster movements are freaking top notch. Like
the CGI.
Yeah, like the monsters. It's so realistic. It's so realistic to the game, and things like that. And that, so like I did take a chance to watch Monster Hunter the movie, and I enjoyed it. Everybody, if you can sit through Wonder Woman 84, you can sit through Monster Hunter. They put it that way.
But what if you couldn't even do that?
Well, then you're not gonna have a good time with Monster Hunter then.
Okay.
But like I said,
I'll tell you this though. I feel like Monster Hunter was a better movie overall than Wonder Woman, and I say that because like with the production talent they had behind Wonder Woman 84, there's no reason why this movie should have turned out the way it was.
If you don't have a good script, it doesn't matter who's acting in it.
Well, it's not even that. Patty Jenkins, who directed the first Wonder Woman movie, directed this one. So
I know, but that first one actually had a good script.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll give this. Yeah, you know what? You were right, Jesse, because there are a couple of things about that script that I was like, what the hell is going on? Why are they doing this?
There's a lot about that script that is just completely stupid.
There's so many unanswered questions, but.
I still have to watch it.
There's nothing about it. There, like, no one pays any consequences whatsoever in that movie for the stupid things they do.
Yes.
It just doesn't make any sense. It's such a just awful written.
It was a waste of 2 hours and some change, because that was another long movie. It was 2 hours and some odd minutes, and that was another. In my opinion, I'm glad I sat down and focused on a Saturday. Like, I think, as a matter of fact, we wrapped up a Boss Rush podcast, and then the next thing I did was watch Wonder Woman.
They bastardized so many great characters in that movie.
I want to see where all the complaints are at and everything, because they have a lot of delays to it and probably reshoots.
It didn't have. It wasn't in that much turmoil. The main thing that held it up was COVID. COVID held it up because like they were in the middle of production of it. COVID held it up, and then they were trying to wait for COVID to relax so everybody could go to movie theaters to see it, and like things happened, and like they had to push it out, and that's how it came on HBO Max.
HBO Max, okay.
Yeah. And I haven't seen the original Justice League, so I'm waiting for the Snyder cut.
I refuse to see Justice League, just because the DC movies, I'm not that dyed in the wool about DC Comics, the just overall, but honestly, like, they could have been doing much better than what they did. And I still don't understand like what was going on behind the scenes. Were they just trying to like get the same lightning in the bottle that Marvel did with MCU movies, or what? No, I don't know. Like,
I think they're trying to go for a different style than
well, I mean, we don't know for sure. All we know is it seems like every single movie, just there is no coherency to what's going on. They're supposed to be part of this greater universe, and there's no coherency for it, and it makes zero sense.
Well, I think it's
just kind of like the DC universe.
It's a weird presentation.
that is true because I know this as a Marvel Comics fan. When I read Marvel Comics, like for example, I'm mainly an X-Men person, but usually when stuff jumps off in the X-Men universe, like Fantastic Four, Avengers, Doctor Strange, like the greater Marvel comic book universe winds up getting embroiled in it too, and I'm not just talking about like the extinction level events, like when Onslaught came to town and reset the world. I mean, like look what happened in House of M with Scarlet Witch. She lost her freaking mind and basically depowered every mutant on the planet.
Yeah, I think.
I think DC's strength, like in movies and stuff, obviously like their animated stuff is really great.
Yeah.
but like I think if they were to do some more of their more obscure kind of stuff, because like the reason I like DC Comics is just because I like their mini series. Like when they do mini series or do like a year run of a certain comic and it completely changes just for that year, they have special stuff going on, and then it continues. Like I like those kind of things, like the Batman the Metal series. Like that would make such an amazing like film, like or even an animated film, like Batman becoming all the different villains through, like in an alternate universe where he actually is those villains. That whole Metal series stuff was really cool.
Yeah, I think
it's
DC
too expensive to buy the whole entire run, but I've read some of it and it's amazing.
I think DC focus more like in their movies and stuff on the story than they do on like the action and fighting.
No, they
stuff.
don't.
No, they don't. It's the complete opposite.
Just watch Wonder Woman 84 and then
Right.
all
right.
rethink your comment.
We can do a whole podcast arguing about what's wrong with DC movies, but we're gonna move on because I want to talk about games. Didn't see any of these movies. I don't care.
Yeah. Sorry, I tangented because I saw Monster Hunter and like
you tangented, and then Jesse tangented off of that, and then you got Ed rolling on.
I was just saying that.
You know what I'm saying, Ed? You know what I'm saying?
Go to the next.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Don't just say.
Pokemon Breath of the Wild.
Pokemon is going open world. Hooray! No, but seriously, the Pokemon Presents happened this week. They put out a new trailer for Pokemon Snap, which looks neat. Diamond and Pearl getting remade, which I know a lot of people are excited because that was Diamond and Pearl kind of feels like when Red and Blue came out, that was obviously like what ushered people in. And then Gold and Silver was its own thing, but I feel like Diamond and Pearl was a new jumping on point for a lot of people, and a lot of people are excited to see that. But the one game that got everybody excited was Pokemon Legends Arceus. Is that how you say it?
Arceus.
Something like that. But it's basically an open world where you can go around, and it's a what they say, a feudal set prequel before Diamond and Pearl.
Mm.
This looks like the Pokemon game everybody wanted. Sword
and
Shield. It's an open world kind of Breath of the Wild-esque art style. You see your trainer not only running through the world, but doing sweet dive moves and crouching and being stealthy to catch Pokemon. It looks like this is the game that's going to get me back into Pokemon. How does everybody feel about this awesome looking game? One version, by the way.
I don't think it's more. I don't think it's Breath of the Wild. I know I want to see more like the battles on how that goes. I think it looks really good. I think it's gonna be more of a adventure kind of game where you're doing a lot of collecting, and hopefully they have like different caves and stuff that you could go in and find special Pokemon and everything. And they got this feudal Japan style kind of look to it. I think that's going to be really cool. So I can't wait to get more information on it. But I don't think it's so much Breath of the Wild just yet.
Well, I just meant like it's open world and it looks like you can kind of explore. I didn't mean like you're going to go in there and fight Pokemon with swords and stuff.
You're not fighting Ganon.
No, I think when people say when they say like
Pokeball at
when they
them
say like Breath of the Wild, they think of I could go anywhere. I could do anything. All I got to do is just make sure that get equipped the right way, and I could just go to the ice depth level without being out like power and stuff. Some people might think that as Breath of the Wild.
I mean, people are thinking Pokemon Breath of the Wild because Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is like the main open world model on Switch. It's the main one. So it's real easy to see like the comparisons and the contrast to it and everything. I'll say this, and then you guys probably have your bag of tomatoes and potatoes ready to pelt me with them. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm not really too amped onto this. I'll be 100% honest with you. I've never actually played any of the Pokemon games. Never.
LeRon's a real monster hunter, guys. He goes, his monsters are not pocket size. That's, wow. That wording. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, if Pokemon was Monster Hunter, yeah, you'd probably see. I probably would be ordering a special edition Switch right now for that one.
Yeah.
But it looks great though. It looks fantastic. But based off of what I saw on it, I'm like, I need to see more. But in all seriousness though, like it's not for me, so I'm probably not going to get it. And no, nobody tried to volunteer to buy me a copy of it because I probably won't play it.
Well, it's not till next year, so.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just
Ed,
saying.
if you put away 25 cents a day until next year, you can buy LeRon a copy.
Nah, I'm good.
For just 25 cents a year.
I think it's a good direction for Pokemon. You know, like what they've been doing seems to be getting stale, and even like the Pokemon fans are kind of getting, you know, sick of it. And the games are too easy. You know, there needs to be a new challenge. I'm with you, LeRon. I'm not a Pokemon fan. I'm not really into it. I don't even know if I'm gonna pick this up, but it's the direction that the game needed to go.
No,
and
that's true.
It makes sense. Like, you're collecting in an open world environment, and there's so many different modes and challenges in this game, like as an open world style. So, hey, that's the way to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Oh, go ahead, Ed. Sorry.
Oh, no, I'm saying I know I'm going to buy it. I want to know what. I think they've probably got some more stuff they're going to show that they're adding on. So I think they got some more new stuff. Yeah, I think it was just a good way to show them.
I would hope so, because I'd hate for a year later to come out and it looks just like what we saw just now in that preview.
Well, I think I was telling Jacob, I'm like, I think they're still optimizing it. I think they're still doing like creating assets and getting stuff together. I think from what they showed was just like a really early build of it, of what they got, and then they just still working on it getting together. Because I don't think this may not be out until like this is the next November Pokemon game. I feel like
I'm going to throw some shade. What I need Nintendo to optimize is me some Metroid content.
You will see that. News. You will see that.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah. Exactly.
LeRon, you will see that in June.
Like I said, I want to.
You don't know.
Where are you coming up with that?
I think. To be fair, I think we will see a small teaser trailer for Metroid Prime 4 to lead into a release of the Metroid Prime HD trilogy.
Well, we'll see a teaser for Metroid Prime 4 with a date of 2023.
I think it's going to be 2022's holiday game.
Yeah,
I would say September 2022.
What's
September
giving you
this
guys this hope that anything Metroid is ever going to happen? Just out of curiosity.
It's not.
Because
I just
you know,
Metroid.
that's a damn good question, because I tell you what, Metroid Samus Return snuck up on me. I didn't even know that game was coming out, and then all of a sudden I just happened to be in Best Buy and I saw a copy or something like, there's a new Metroid game.
So I think they'll have. Why I say E3, I think they'll have the trailer and stuff ready to go. I think Nintendo's like, okay, we got enough where we can show everybody what direction we're going in with Metro Prime 4, and we want to make sure that we bring this definitely with Treehouse. You know, I think Treehouse probably got something that they're going to be playing, doing, showing it and everything. They're going to be like, okay, we got something ready, because we know that you Metroid fans are been dying for some information. So here it is. Like I said, they
just sell Metroid the rights to a Western studio and let them have it.
Retro is a Western studio.
Sell it.
Right.
They just opened up a huge office down in Texas.
I said sell it. I didn't say like keep it under your thumb while someone else develops for you. I said sell it.
I think we're gonna see something Metroid sooner than later, but it's not gonna be Prime 4. I think it's gonna be. I think this year we get a Samus Returns HD port to Switch for $60,
yes.
And then everybody's gonna be angry about it.
I will spend $60 for it. That's how much I love Metroid. I will spend $60 for the Game Boy, for Game Boy. That 3DS game that I spent $40 on, brand new, but didn't even know it existed.
I bet the HD trilogy will be next January or February's Wii or Wii U port slot, where they put all their ports every year, is in that late January, early February slot, right? And then next fall, you will.
Just give us a Super
They will
DS.
announce Metroid Prime 4 for next
Let us
fall and
plug
delay
the
it by
DS
2 years.
games into
We're gonna
Switch
get a
and play.
2D Metroid. It's gonna be brand new, and it's gonna be a slap in the face to all the Metroid fans.
It will be, you know what, it will be a slap in the face, and I'll be downloading on the eShop. That's the sad part.
Well, like I said, at E3 this year, we'll definitely see something. I think Nintendo got something.
You know what?
planned.
You have more faith than I do, because like Dan and I we agree on one thing. Like, Metroid is the most underrepresented title that Nintendo has. It's a pioneer title for them.
And
Because it's only
Nintendo
a North
hates
American game.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think
Not
I
just
don't think
Nintendo,
Nintendo-
not just Nintendo. Japan hates it. You guys heard when I was on Pal Block how like Super Metroid, which is like the best Metroid game out there, damn near got canceled 3 times.
Right. And in Japan, we don't know how they take Metroidvania games like that. We don't know how they take that genre. It's very popular here in America and maybe in UK.
It's Metroid's not popular though. That's the problem. Metroid is not popular.
It's
Right.
not.
But I wonder, was Castlevania Symphony of the Night popular in Japan? Because if it wasn't, then that's kind of telling that genre alone.
I mean,
is just
obviously
not popular.
Konami doesn't think it was popular enough because they don't care.
Yeah. Oh, Konami doesn't care about any of their stuff unless it's Jinko.
Well, I'm glad everybody's excited for the 3D open world Pokemon game. All right, we're gonna. I saw that, Logan. We're gonna move along. So Sony had a state of play this week. We're not gonna go over the whole thing. I just want to know what people were excited for. Obviously, Kena Bridge of Spirits looks amazing. That's pretty much the only thing I was excited for. I know Returnal is a pretty big one. I don't like roguelikes, so I won't be playing it. I refuse.
This roguelike looks so amazing, though.
It does
Yeah.
look amazing, but also I don't feel like starting over every time I have to play a game.
Agreed.
I get it.
Logan,
I think-
I-
I know me, Austin, and LeRon, when we was doing the Crossroad Reacts, we all could agree that Returnal would look phenomenal. Like that's a day one purchase. I think I seafood I want to see more of. With that, and I'm digging the art style, but I just need to see more with it. I know everybody was happy to see Yuffie and for the Final Fantasy VII R coming to PS5, and I think it's like you said, around this PS Plus for March, right?
Yeah,
or
but
PS4.
yeah, but PSA for everyone. It is the PS4 free game, but it is not eligible for any of the upgrades or any of the bonus content. You still have to purchase it if you want any of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you should go out. You should go out, like, take advantage of some of the places that have the game on sale right now, physical copies.
So this is one of the things about it. Like, and I'm not going to bring that game up. So it's going to be $70 if you buy the PS5 version. Because if you don't want the PS4 one, if you buy the PS5, it's straight $70. No one's complaining about the price for that.
No one's really complaining about the price because I mean the game hasn't really price dropped at all. Like I know it had a temp price drop for a while where it dropped to like $40, but that was just like a quick promo thing. For the most part, it showed up on some people's buy two get one frees. That's how I had it. But yeah, like the game's still exclusive, and I think the exclusivity is what's keeping it that price at that tag. I guarantee you, the moment the exclusivity runs out and it comes to other platforms, it'll be $60. It'll be $60 everywhere else for the last gen consoles and PC, and it'll be $70 for the new gen consoles. And a lot of people are going to want to just buy if they have Xbox Series X and S and they have PlayStation 5s, they're going to just want to go ahead and buy the fully released PS5 or Series X versions because they don't want to actually have to download the patch data and squeeze more life out of their hard drives.
Well, because I know that because I don't even think the Xbox One version is going to get the Yuffie DLC. I think
mean,
that one's going to probably be exclusive
wouldn't
just to PS5
Why wouldn't it? It's part of the story.
because PlayStation 4 is
Yeah.
not.
I
Like
mean,
the
it might be a
last gen-
timed exclusive, but I don't think it's going to be a total exclusive. That would be kind of.
Well, knowing Square Enix is
I
going
mean,
to do the Final Fantasy VII remake, Type R remix, or whatever
Yeah,
they're going to call it, and they'll have everything in it.
Let's
That's Square Enix.
Well,
Let's be honest,
It'll be
I-
like a definitive edition on Xbox. When it comes to Xbox, it will just be a definitive edition.
right. That's I'm saying.
I think this is a marketing ploy just to get people to get PS5 copies.
Yeah.
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 And that's why I say I think Series X would get like what PS5 got, but anyone who still got an Xbox One Slim or One X, they won't get that DLC, that Yuffie DLC. That's
And
what
you know
I'm
what?
saying. Like
and
the
you know what? I
PS4.
think that, and you know what? I feel like that's honestly fair because okay, if they're releasing it, if they're releasing this as a next gen only edition, that means that they're focusing their time and the assets on developing future games on current generation platforms, not last
Right.
gen.
And if Slim and One X got that Yuffie DLC and not the PS4 players, they're going to be mad at Square. Like, why does the Microsoft last gen people get that DLC, but us last gen PS4 owners don't get it?
Honestly, it's a push a push for consoles too. I mean, like,
you know, what? Good point.
I mean, once the systems become more available, yeah. I can see that.
Well, no. That's actually an excellent point, Jesse, because Sony's come out in the last 2 or 3 months and said that they're slowly starting to halt the production of the last gen consoles. So PS4 Slim, PS4 Pros, all that stuff. Like PS4 Pros are not being restocked in stores anymore.
Yeah.
So Sony is moving away from the last gen consoles, and they're doing it more aggressively than they had before with any of the other console generations they had previously.
But they need to get the PS5 into stores more consistently before they completely move off. I mean, that's the whole issue. Is the fact that we still have to have Warrior 64's notifications on anytime we want to find out about a PSQ, and hope that we get lucky. Yes, so Sony needs to rethink that before they just completely abolish the PS4.
Well, that's true, but I also think Sony, Microsoft, Nvidia, all these people, they couldn't have anticipated what happened, this past year with how it is to get hardware.
Politics are being dragged into it now.
Was that you said politics?
Yeah.
Wow, it's
politics.
Like you read
there's politicians.
It's like, I was like, I was feeling like you read my mind because the last administration that was running the country for the past 4 years, they did a whole bunch of mucking around with tariffs and imports and stuff, and now like everything's going to get like an extra 35% tax on imports, especially for electronics and stuff like that. So shoot.
What
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if new Switch consoles, like whenever they announce the Pro, that might have a jump in price.
What I'm
the
talking
tariffs
about
aren't in Japan. So
the tariffs are in China, but the various hardware that goes through from China and gets into our other stuff, like for example, like graphics cards have gone up.
Yeah,
What
see,
about,
what I was talking about is actual politicians have gotten into trying to find out what's like why there's such a lack of these things that we need, and politics has actually been dragged into trying to figure out and make it so there's not such a shortage of all these things that
that's good.
A shortage of right now.
That's good that politicians are focusing on that, because they sure as hell should not be focusing on trying to remove violent video games off the shelves because cars are being jacked in Chicago.
What about Deathloop? Anyone, any thoughts on that? On Deathloop?
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. It's a very, I like stylish games. This is why I like games like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. Like this is a very stylish looking game. The gunplay looks freaking amazing. I know it's made by the Dishonored people, and when they did the first reveal trailer of it back in June with the PlayStation 5 release videos, I was like, okay, this looks more like Dishonored. But like they had a lot of stuff in the presentation of it that's like, I'll give this a chance. And the more and more stuff I see on the game now, like including this last trailer from the State of Play, the more I'm like, I'm probably going to get this game. I really shouldn't get this game, but I'm going to get this game.
I think if you watch the first presentation, I think 2018 at Bethesda, and seeing it now, you kind of see the evolution of what the game has like become. I mean, it looks interesting. I think I just need to not see more, but just need to know like if there's going to be a campaign and a multiplayer.
I still don't even really understand what this game is.
It's another live, die, repeat game, just like Returnal, just like that seems like that's the theme for these new crop of games that are coming out. It's live, die, repeat formula and stuff like that. Which like some people hate that. Some people hate that.
The theme song, by the way, though, reminded me of like a James Bond theme song.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It's like a new table.
That game in general kind of gave me Borderland vibes, and like in a good way. Like the humor and stuff in it kind of reminded me of Borderlands a little bit.
Borderlands is funny.
Can be.
Well, I mean, they went for that kind of Borderlands humor, but they actually delivered on it.
One of the other games I was really like looking forward to though is Solar Ash, which is the Hyperlight Drifter team. It looks cool. I like the movement. What were you gonna say, Logan?
I was a little bit surprised we didn't see any Ratchet and Clank. I know that they gave the release date and everything, and they kind of did like a little trailer for it a couple days ago. But it was like, it would have been cool to see that here. Also would have been cool to see Horizon, but
Yeah, they really didn't show no first party in this state of play. Everything was like third party, and like that one indie was Sifu. I think Solar Ash is indie also.
Yeah.
Which
I think,
and like Cory Barlog made a really good tweet earlier in the week where he's just like, you know what, we're not even going to talk about God of War until it's done. Finished.
Yeah.
It's like,
which surprises me because that's like the first acknowledgement that he's been involved in this game. Because a lot of people have thought that they were going a different direction or having a different director, and he was working on another project. But like this was his first acknowledgement that he was like part of the development of this game, which is good because I think the last one was fantastic.
That's the series.
Yeah. Anyways, Solar Ash looks good. I want to dive deep into that combat. I'll probably get it on Switch though, just because it
looks like a Switch game.
No, I won't be using my TV for a long time. Kids don't.
Did they announce who is it coming up to anything?
It's coming to
else,
everything. It's coming to everything.
Okay.
Oddworld Soulstorm looks like
our game.
It looks like a Oddworld game.
Yeah.
So also it's never mind. It looks fine. It looks fine. The only Oddworld game I really like is Stranger's Wrath. So
yeah.
By the way, if you haven't played Stranger's Wrath HD, real good.
Good game.
Great game. It's on PS4 and Switch. Not Xbox though.
Boo.
Lauren Lanning doesn't have a great relationship with Microsoft.
He's not afraid with anybody.
All right, the last thing we are going to discuss on this show before we get into our fun thing is Monster Hunter Rise will remain a console exclusive on Switch, but will hit PC in 2022. Ron, we actually had a big side conversation about this, where I feel like this is going to be one of those games where when it comes to PC, you'll be able to link your whatever Capcom account and whatever, and you'll be able to cross save.
Because that's the one thing I will say. Nintendo is very keen and cool with the idea of like, hey, like this game's on the PC, like we'll let you import your saves and all that stuff. And I would say Nintendo's been a better pioneer of that than the other two of the big three have been.
Well, from a lot of their directs with a lot of PC titles been coming on it, there's been like cross saves and cross progression. And
you didn't have to ride to Nintendo's rescue. I was giving the acknowledgement.
I know that, but I'm just saying that in the past with like a lot of PC games, like this is kind of I think the first console game from Capcom that's doing it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's the first. Yeah, well, yeah. This, to my memory, yes. This is the first Capcom game.
Okay.
But we don't know for sure if that's happening just yet. But it's a big speculation. I don't see why it wouldn't. Particularly because Monster Hunter as a whole, like when World came out on the PC, Capcom realized that hey, there's an audience for it that we never knew existed. And so like this game coming out to another system, gives more people a chance who haven't really gotten into Monster Hunter or whatnot, another chance to try out the series. And they're actually going to be playing the series in more of its more traditional format, even though technically it's a hybrid of the Monster Hunter world, plus the Monster Hunter old school gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. It's a hybrid. It's more world than old school, but of course I'll it's coming to PC, so I'm going to double dip this one. I am.
And they at least they said that it's gonna be a year that it's in development. So
that kind of aggravates me, but and that's why Corey and I were speculating that they got to have the cross saves, because honestly, the biggest hiccup with Monster Hunter World when it rolled out on the PC was there was a 9-month gap between the consoles, what Xbox and PlayStation had, versus what the PC was getting, and then the PC was in hurry up mode to try and catch up. They had a rush release cycle for the event quest and DLC and all that stuff, and it wasn't until Monster Hunter World Iceborne was getting ready to hit end of life that all of a sudden all the events started syncing up. Like everybody got all the content at the same time, and I think Capcom has been paying attention to that. So there's probably grounds for saying that this might help facilitate cross saves.
Yeah, and I think I think Nintendo and Capcom probably have an exclusive deal, maybe like a 1-year deal that'll be on that console, which gives them enough time to like better the game for PC when it comes out. So I think it works in everybody's favor.
Well, I think okay, Monster Hunter Rise, we probably knew this is a game coming to Switch because the Monster Hunter team and Capcom have a pretty good relationship with Nintendo. After exclusivity with Sony ran out for the PSPs, for the portable ones, Nintendo came, had their run, and it was very profitable for Nintendo. So the partnership is there, and things like that. So it's one of those things where definitely, these guys are talking, they're making sure things are happening and stuff like that. But Capcom also realizes that PC helped, give them one of their most profitable years ever. Monster Hunter World and Iceborne combined is the largest selling Capcom title to date. Like out of all those other games that Capcom has done in over 30 years, Monster Hunter World is the biggest selling game for them. That's I
kind of factor in multi-platform in that fact. Then
there's been a lot of multi-platform games. Look at all the Street Fighter games. Look at the
I'm talking about
Devil May Cry's.
No, I'm talking about from Monster Hunter, because it's every time they came out they have been on one platform. That one game being on 2 different platforms and then in 3 kind of helped those numbers.
But why Monster Hunter World and not Devil May Cry, which I mean everyone swears Devil May Cry is Capcom's best title?
I really to answer that question, I really don't know.
Because think about it for a second. Monster Hunter used to be the lowest reviewed game in Capcom's library. The only games that probably got lower reviews than that was Dark Void.
I think it was still like a niche thing.
Dark Void is a gem.
America. And that's why I said when Monster Hunter 4 came out on 3DS, I think that grew the popularity, and then World just like knocked it out the park, definitely for here in America.
Anybody else have any thoughts on Monster Hunter coming to PC? I mean, I think it's good.
Dan, I can't wait to play Monster Hunter Rise with you.
I was terrible. Why?
No. You were great. That other guy we were playing with, he was trash.
Wait, what? I'm gonna have words for you.
How do you know they invited you to play that session, Ed? Maybe they're talking about somebody else.
Ron got the tweet out saying that he's gonna make me and Dan, we're gonna be good partners to help him out in this game.
LeRon?
Yeah, I couldn't exclude you in that tweet. I couldn't.
Oh. What did I do?
LeRon,
I'm just messing with you, man. God.
I'm going to get it. I need you to teach me the ways.
I will do that.
Look, you're gonna need a backpack to carry me and Dan through that game, though.
When we played, it was like we did a run, and I died every single time and got a game over for everybody else. And then LeRon was like, all right, we're going to teach you the buttons. And we just did like a 15-minute learn the button session. And
That would be
I
awesome.
died again.
I even think you found the weapon you liked while we were doing
Yeah.
that, didn't you?
Probably. I haven't played since then, so.
Oh man.
Nah, like you guys will have me and you guys will have Galatrad. So just remember that.
Yeah. Hunters for Hire coming soon, everybody, to your
Mhm.
to LeRon's YouTube channel and podcast services everywhere. Yeah. All right, guys. I decided that we're gonna end this with a little game, with a little funsies type thing. We're gonna play a video game 20 questions. Okay. Inspired by Game Scoop and an end segment of a show that I used to do. I've decided to bring it back. The rules are simple. It is a video game, and you have a bunch of guesses, right? 20 questions, right? But the last question has to be a guess.
Huh.
So, I want to try to keep this segment kind of concise, right? I don't want a lot of dead air. I just want everybody to if you need to discuss things or whatever, just, we're not going to go round robin or anything. If you have a question, just yell it out, and I will give you the yes or no. They all have to be yes or no questions, obviously. But other than that, anything is fair game. So, I have a game that I'm thinking of. Oh, also, if you guess prematurely and it's wrong, you lose. You don't get more guesses.
Ah.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so I have a game ready, and you guys can start whenever you feel like.
Is it made by Ubisoft?
No,
Was it a Game of the Year winner?
well, that's a loaded question because it could have been somewhere, but I doubt it. I'm gonna go ahead and say I doubt it, Ed.
Is it available on Nintendo Switch?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Is it
Is it an
port
arcade
on
game?
Switch?
Wait.
Oh,
hold on.
Go ahead, Dan.
Is it a port on Switch?
Sort of. I'm gonna go ahead and
That's
say
That's kind of vague.
Hmm.
Is
um,
crossplay enabled?
crossplay.
Yeah. With
No.
like Xbox or Sony?
No.
Is it first party?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it Breath of the Wild?
Is
I hope that's not a real
mind
guess. Dan.
My
That's
mind
the
was
only
going
one
there,
I can
actually.
think of that's kind of a port.
I mean, it's
is it
it's a port. I'll give you that. It's a port.
is it a platformer?
No.
Is it a role playing game?
No.
So it's first party. It's on Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Is it multiplayer?
It's not a platformer.
It's
Yes,
not a role
it
playing.
is multiplayer.
It's not a,
Does it have
is-
mini games in it?
I think so.
Does it take
Does
place
it take place at space
Does it take place in space? Yes.
and outer space?
Well,
In outer space.
actually, I don't think
I'm-
so.
I'm-
I don't think
Oh,
it takes place in
I
outer
think
space.
I have an idea. Does it have animals that are in different color that would help you move stuff?
Does it involve animals in different colors?
Ed,
That would help you move
Ed's
stuff.
going where I'm going.
Oh.
Does it have animals that you use? No, you cannot use animals in this.
Does it involve a raccoon?
Does it involve a raccoon? No.
Yes, like is there a raccoon in the game?
No.
Did it used to be on Wii U where you could use the gamepad?
Yes, because every game
Okay.
on the Wii U used the gamepad. Great question, Ed.
I'm
That's 13,
Yeah,
everybody.
Your question made it, your question
Is
made
there
it more vague.
characters? Is there characters with leaves on them?
Yes.
There you go. You guys know what it is.
It's in Pikmin 3.
Is there a character named Olimar?
Yes.
I can't figure this one out.
No idea. No idea.
Can we answer it now?
I don't know. Can you? You have five
That's
five
the-
questions left, Ed.
Yeah, that's the thing. Do we know for sure that it's the third one?
I'm going
Pikmin 3.
to take a guess. It's Paper Mario: The Origami King.
I'm gonna hit you.
Now, what's Ed's game of the year? Let's just look.
No.
Mind you, when we did our top 5 games of the year for Nintendo Power Block, Ed didn't put it in his top 5.
Say what?
But he fought
Yes.
so
I put
hard
it-
for it in our
I
group
put
chat.
it-
No, because you know what Ed does when he does top fives? He makes sure that everything on his list is not on everybody else's list. He doesn't just pick the games that he likes. He tries to make sure his lists are different than
Well-
everybody else's.
Well, he knew nobody else was worried about Paper Mario: The Origami King, so he was safe.
It was each individual's choices of what games to choose from. Don't forget,
And
I
not-
played about 30-some
And not-
games.
And not even 2 weeks before that, you went on a long rant in the group chat about how great Paper Mario was and how it should be
Exactly,
considered
it
for game of the
was.
year.
Exactly, it was. We
All
were
right.
asked, and I chose that game.
All right, fellas, we have 5 questions left here.
Yes.
Is there a character named Brittany?
Yes. Maybe.
She Britney bitch.
I mean, sure.
Is it a game from Miyamoto?
I mean, yeah, because most games on this platform are produced by him.
Is a real-time strategy game?
Yes, LeRon. Thank you for a real question.
All right, that was our last question. wasn't
That
it?
was? I
You
thought we
have
had
one
2
guess. You have one. You have one
Oh.
question and a guess.
Should we just answer it? Of
Yeah.
course.
Just answer it.
Yeah.
It's the game Pikmin 3.
Technically, Ed, you are wrong. It is Pikmin 3 Deluxe.
Dick.
You blew it, Ed.
Ed,
you blew it.
blew it. What?
Ed, you ruined it. You jokingly decided that you were too
So-
good for this game.
What? I just said Pikmin 3.
So-
I have a
who's-
game if we want to
who's,
do another
who's
round.
in the closest proximity to Eddie V that they can go and yank his Nintendo card?
He cheated by accident.
No,
Deluxe edition.
it's Pikmin 3 Deluxe.
It's Corey. Corey's the closest. I mean, Ohio.
Oh,
No,
Corey, you
I
guys-
think Jesse's the closest actually.
Yeah.
Jesse's the closest.
Jesse's the closest.
Jesse, go pull Ed's Nintendo card.
Jesse-
We'll give
Jesse-
you whatever amount of time you need, and then
look,
just put
Jesse's
a screenshot of it up on our Boss Rush Twitter.
Look, Jesse's gonna come to my place. He's gonna pick me up. We're gonna go get a cinema bar, and then we're gonna go watch another movie. And we're gonna
He's gonna take your Nintendo card when it's all said and done.
And then you go bitch slap you.
I don't want it.
Or we will cancel Arsenal X. How about that?
Oh,
Oh wow.
wow.
I have a game if we want to do another round.
Okay, we can do another round. I'm down for another round. Has everybody got time for another round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do one? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did this game
Oh god.
appear on the current generation of consoles? First appear on the current generation.
yeah, it did. It did.
Which would be a Series X, PlayStation 5, Switch.
No. Sorry, I mean PlayStation 4. So no.
Guys, we got 2 answers out of that one question because Logan messed
is
it
it-
up.
Is it a
Does it have a similar style to Tomb Raider?
No, it does not.
Oh
Is it a-
damn! So it's
is
not
it
the
a-
game I'm thinking of then.
is it a
No.
first party game?
Yes. Yeah.
So this is a game not owned by someone, published by someone. Okay, so did this game appear on PlayStation 4? Is this a PlayStation
It did.
4
It did.
exclusive? I mean,
No.
no, it's not a PlayStation 4 exclusive.
Wait,
Okay,
wait. We need to be a little specific about that.
wait. Okay.
Was it initially a PlayStation 4 exclusive?
No, actually, it was not. No.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Yes, no,
Interesting.
it was not.
So it was a first party game on last gen.
Does this have multiplayer?
It does.
Ooh,
Yes.
Good question. Multiplayer.
That's gonna kill. That's
So
gonna kill
that
me. I
means-
barely played multiplayer.
So does that mean that it's got to be something from that was on Vita too, or like I'm just talking with them? Yeah, you don't have to answer me.
No,
Because you said it was
multiplayer. Well,
Good save, Jesse.
so I guess so it started on last gen. It's multiplayer. Does its multiplayer have cross
No.
platform play? No,
No.
it does not.
No.
Okay.
PS4 title has multiplayer.
What PS4 games had multiplayer? I mean, well,
It was first party?
Wait, you said it was. You said it wasn't first party, right?
No, he said it was. He said
It was first party? Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah, it's one of the big publishers who made it. Yeah.
this tells me
Okay,
this
but
is
it was.
the
But it wasn't exclusive. But it wasn't
It
exclusive.
wasn't
which,
exclusive, no.
Which means it made
Yeah,
the
that's-
jump. It made the jump to PS5.
It
You said it wasn't
not.
exclusive.
it
You
did
said it
not make
No,
the
it
jump to
didn't.
PS5.
Okay.
No, but so that means that's why I was saying that must mean that either it was on Vita as well, or it was on well, because it appeared on PS4, so it couldn't have been a PS3.
I mean, it could have been.
Yeah.
No, he said it first appeared on the PS4 generation. He did not technically say it was on PS4. It could be a Microsoft game that appeared on PC. It could
That is
be
true.
yeah. Does
Okay,
this
so we need
is
to
this-
dig deeper. We need to dig deeper. All right, is it a strategy game?
Yeah, there's strategy involved.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
god, that's there's strategy involved in Call of Duty. Okay, wouldn't it? See,
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay,
no,
okay, okay. Can
You strictly do use a fair amount of strategy in specific parts of this game.
Okay, I was just about to ask if I can amend my question, but never mind.
Good. Is this a? Can you shoot things in this game? Do you have guns?
Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
shooty bang bangs?
Is this based off a popular franchise?
No.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Wait. Okay. Well, how many questions has that been?
Are you counting, Logan? Because I'm not.
No, I was not.
I
We're
think-
gonna
Oh
say
damn!
I think
Oh,
about
damn.
8. I think
Yeah.
about
No,
7 or 8.
it's been more than
Okay.
8.
Okay. Well, 2 people said 8, so we're gonna go 8.
Yeah, we'll say
Okay.
8.
All
Question
right,
number 9.
so, all right. So my next question is, since it's not based off a popular franchise, is it a brand new IP?
It was.
Okay.
You know what? You know what game's out of this? The Order, because that could have had cool multiplayer.
Yeah.
New IP, multiplayer. Gosh.
Came out in the PS4, Xbox One life cycle.
Is this a third person shooter? Ooh,
Yes, technically.
Third person shooter.
Yeah.
technically a third
Yeah,
person
it is. Yeah, it is. It is a third. Yeah.
Do you have
Well, yeah, it
swords
could-
in this game?
it couldn't be the order.
It has
Do you
multiplayer.
have
It's not
swords
the
in
Order.
this game?
Jesse, yes.
Okay,
What'd you
so
ask? What'd you ask, Jesse?
Swords.
Swords.
Sword.
Ooh.
Does it have
Alright,
swords?
that was question
'Cause-
11. Wait, so there's swords in the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. All right. There's strategy. There's strategy in it also, but not. But it's not. But the game itself is not strategy. Okay. Where's it?
No, it wouldn't be classified as a strategy-based game. No.
Okay. So that was. So that. All right. So that was question number 11. So. All right.
Look
He's
at
got another
him. Look at
and a
him
shooter.
writing
So-
notes down.
So it's
Why don't you get your
multiplayer.
grandpa glasses off your nightstand there, LeRon?
So wow, it's multiplayer.
He did. He did it.
Wow, it's multiplayer, first party.
Not
deals with
exclusive.
swords.
Swords and shooting.
First party, not exclusive for PlayStation.
that had swords and shooting.
What is this game?
Hold on. I'm gonna double check something here.
Uh-oh.
And check the Twitch chat real fast because somebody guessed.
Yeah. I don't think it's
Sorry, I'm not. No, I was wrong. It's not first party.
It's not first party.
It's not first party.
It's not first party.
Okay.
Helldivers is a good game though. It was fun. It's a fun game.
So what game did the Twitch chat say?
Helldivers.
Yeah.
Because that don't have swords. That's why I asked swords, because I wanted to try to see if we can narrow it a little.
So you
is
said
this
So hold on. I want to clarify. I want to clarify one of my previous questions here, Logan. I said third-person shooter. You said technically it's a third-person shooter. That does not include isometric stuff, right? This is
What
like
does
third.
that mean?
Like
Explain
third
that a
person
little
is
bit.
like over the shoulder third person, like Gears or Uncharted, not like Helldivers or
Yeah.
Diablo.
It's more like Uncharted.
Okay.
If
So
if
it's
I
over
was
the
to describe
shoulder.
it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
over the shoulder.
Thanks for that
Okay.
clarification.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you, Logan.
And it's not
No.
not third party. It's not first. So is it third party? Is the
Well,
game
if
third
it's
party?
not first
Yeah.
party, it's third party.
Every game is third party if it's not first party.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it was like if you would consider that's indie also. So
I
that's
mean,
why.
indies are technically third party games.
Yeah.
Because
I'll tell you this: the studio.
Oh, God.
It's not so far of an independent that it's out there. Like, it's a third party, but it's a well-known third party.
So well-known
does
third
it
party.
deal with mental illness?
It does not. No.
You said it's a well-known third party. Bethesda.
No.
Okay, that's okay. So our next question is number 15.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, we're running out of guesses.
I'm entirely lost by this. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Is it a western? Is it a western?
It is not.
Ah,
No.
damn it!
Oh man, what if it's something like Death Stranding? Are there swords in that game? I didn't play it. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Swords. Like
There
I
is
don't
a
know
lot
what
of-
else
I'm
is
a
western.
little bit
Yeah,
shocked that
that's-
LeRon hasn't even come close yet. Of everyone, I'm a little
I
bit
think
shocked.
I think I'm already getting to where it's at.
Do you hunt
you know
giant
what?
monsters?
Oh, you know
in
what?
this game?
I'll ask this question to make it easier for everybody here that may be taking the guesses. Is it based on Japanese lore?
I don't believe so.
Okay,
No.
okay. Maybe what I should have said is it an Asian game?
No.
By Asian, I mean
No.
like your main
No.
character is an Asian.
No.
No. Well, damn. That was my other guess.
Oh, because
So
Ghost of Tsushima got that cool multiplayer mode.
exactly.
Yeah, but that was PS5. It didn't come out
No,
on
it's
PS4.
it is.
No,
No,
it's
no, it was
PS4. That's a
PS4. It
PS4.
started
That's a
on
PS4
PS4.
game.
It's not first party though. That's the thing about it.
It is
Well,
first
no,
party.
yeah,
Ghost of Tsushima is first party.
Right, but he said that the game is third
Oh yeah, I know. I know this. We know this.
Well, and you guys, I don't know anything about like what is it? Is it called Neo or whatever? Or
No, Neo's only I think single player.
Are you accepting that as a question, Logan, or are we still?
Yeah.
Or do we
no,
still
I'm
have...
not.
You know what?
I'm talking
No, I
with
won't.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause that's-
So
yeah.
we have 4 questions left.
4 questions left. Let's see here. Third party, third person shooter with a little bit of strategy. Seems like Andromeda didn't have a multiplayer mode, did it?
It did.
It
It
did.
did.
Ooh.
It did.
Is this a spacey game?
It is.
Did they?
All right.
It was this game relatively not well received.
I mean, I loved it.
That
Yeah. Please, yeah. You guys.
Hey,
give us-
Corey knows it. Corey's got it. What is it?
I don't want to guess yet. We have two questions
we
and a
got
guess,
two,
right?
We got 2 questions. Yeah, we got 2 questions and a guess.
Is this a
Uh,
spin-off of a popular trilogy that debuted on the Xbox 360?
It is not. No.
Ooh,
Okay.
not Mass
Oh.
Effect.
Okay, so it's a science fiction game. It has swords.
Mhm.
Science fiction game has swords. It's third party. Wait,
First
third
Get a guess.
party.
Come on,
a
LeRon.
guns,
really,
right?
Come on,
a really
LeRon.
good, a really good studio.
Yep, really good studio.
Something that you're familiar with, obviously.
Yeah.
Because
Something you're familiar
he
with.
thinks that.
I'm shocked LeBron doesn't know this.
And I feel like I'm going to kick myself if
You
I
are.
don't guess
We're
this.
absolutely going to kick yourself.
Okay. All
It's
right.
right underneath you guys' nose, and you haven't guessed it. I didn't think this was going to be super difficult.
God, this makes me feel even worse.
Hmm.
Do you want the hint?
No,
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, how many questions we have?
We have-
asked all 19. We got one.
We have two questions left.
guys, I feel like we have all the information we need.
Can
You really do.
yeah.
Oh,
I
hold
just
on,
I
hold
want to
on.
talk with you guys because I think this already canceled out like the whole Japanese thing, so it's definitely not like a Persona or game or anything like that. Then right?
Hold on.
No, because it has.
Hold on,
it has
I want to hear what
muscle-
LeRon has to say.
Yeah.
Question. Here, yeah, this is going to be an actual question. Is it
Our
based off of
last
Star Wars?
No.
Damn it!
All right. So we got one.
So
We got
it's-
One
yes,
question
gang.
left.
It's
One
not a
question left.
Western-
Okay, so it's
I
not.
think-
It's not Jedi.
No, that
Fallen
was
Order.
our last question.
It
That
was.
was our last
Yeah.
question. We
We
have
gotta
to
Oh,
guess.
guess.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Do you
All right.
want a hint?
Yes.
Is
Please? What's the hint?
I don't
Four-
want to hint. I want to guess first.
Go ahead.
Is it No Man's Sky?
No.
Oh.
No.
There's swords.
man.
There's swords in No Man's Sky.
There are swords in No Man's Sky.
Oh, I wouldn't have known that.
There are. 4 people can play at a time.
Well, we already guessed, so we lost.
No, that was just one of them.
Now we're
I
just
mean,
doing for funsies.
Wait.
All
Four
right.
people.
I'm
can play
gonna
this,
I'm gonna give you another hint.
huh?
Bungie.
Oh, Destiny.
Nope.
No, you said Bungie.
Produced by BioWare.
Produced by BioWare.
Andrea Renee was heavily involved in the promo for it at E3.
Are you talking about Anthem?
I am talking about Anthem.
Oh, see, Logan, I wouldn't have guessed that one because remember,
We talked about Anthem religiously on the first 3 episodes of Crossroads. Austin
is
and
true.
I went nuts about it.
that is true.
I
but
almost guessed
that is-
Anthem, but then
that
I
is
was
true,
like,
but you also have to remember, I
didn't remember that there
were
were swords in there.
There is a specific class of, there's a
Oh,
whole
the ninja
specific
class or whatever.
exoskeleton that is only sword based.
Oh,
You can't
okay.
use any shooters on him,
okay.
and
well,
that's his melee attack.
the reason why I wouldn't have guessed that is because I have a specific
Oh.
beef about Anthem, and that's because they gutted the Mass Effect team to try and perfect this game that
Which is
EA
where
just
as soon
closed
as
the doors
this
on.
suit-
Oh no,
you guys-
but one second. When Corey asked, "Was this a Western?" Are you talking about the genre Western, or are you talking about
I
a
asked, if it
Western
was a,
third
I
party?
asked if it was a Western, as I was thinking Red Dead Redemption. That's why I
Yeah.
asked if it was a Western
Yeah.
title.
Okay.
It's not Western. No, because as soon as you guys got on the Mass Effect trail, I figured that's where Corey was going to get.
see, I thought
No, Corey was on Andromeda.
I was on Andromeda.
Yeah.
I thought about Anthem, but the more and more we kind of talked about, it, kind of went away from it because I was thinking maybe it was like a single player game with, added on multiplayer, which is where I was going with Mass Effect Andromeda. But I almost asked if you could fly in this game.
All right, so here's the question then. Do we have time to do one more? Because I got one that I think you guys will not be able to guess.
See, the
Then no, we don't
exclusive
have
is
time to
what
do
was
one more.
throwing me
Okay,
off.
all right, it's cool.
No,
It's cool.
I mean, does it?
I'm gonna save this for Crossroads though. The game that just popped in my head. I'm saving for Crossroads. See how Austin and Nelly can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I mean, if everybody wants to try one more, we can. But I'm just trying to think of everybody's time here. Is all.
I gotta
I'm
pop
good.
off. So
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
We'll just
It's
wrap
cool.
the
It's
show.
cool.
We'll just
It's
wrap
cool.
the show.
Yeah.
I want to thank
This
everybody
was
for
fun, though.
watching and/or listening. I hope everybody enjoyed this new segment. You can find the Boss Rush podcast on Mondays on your podcast service of choice. Rate us on Apple Podcasts and leave us a nice review if you listen to us there. Like us on Spotify. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And check out our website at bossrushgames.com. Dan, where can we find you?
you can find me on Twitter at DCDM99, and you can find me sitting next to Ed on Nintendo Pow Block every Monday.
Logan?
Find me on TikTok at Logan Corkins27, or you can find me on any of the Boss Rush Entertainment shows, Q-List, Rope Talk, Land Party Podcasts. I mean, all that good stuff.
Jesse?
You can find me almost everywhere as Phantom NXS, and also now on Arsenal X. I mean, I've always been there, but now I'm just hosting it.
LeRon?
Catch me on social media, Exodus803, EXODUS803. Also, that's my Twitch handle, so check that out. And be sure to come to Twitch every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Crossroads PlayStation Podcast with myself, Nelly, and Austin, where we talk about mainly Sony and PlayStation.
Ed?
Only fans.
Wow. You guys can find me on Twitter at that retro code. You can check out the Power Block on Mondays at 7:30. Also check out Optional Opinion on SoundCloud and other podcast apps, and World War One podcast on Podbean.com. And I also got some writing that's coming up on Boss Rush Games that you guys should check out.
You can find me at IamCorinHD on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram at CorinHD. You can find me on a bunch of different things involving Boss Rush games. I want to thank everybody so much for watching. And until next time, we love you. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.